Think math.
2 squared is 4. Negative 2 squared is also 4. 0 squared is 0. Square any real number, and the result is always 0 or more, never negative. So a number that squares to -1, the square root of -1, is nowhere on the real number line. But instead of giving up, mathematicians gave this number a name. They called the square root of -1, I. So where does this I actually live? Remember last time, multiplying by -1 is a half turn, a 180-degree rotation on the number line. 3 times -1 is -3, flipped to the opposite side. Here is the clever question. If 180 degrees is a half turn, what about half of that? A 90-degree turn. Turn 90 degrees twice, and you have turned 180, the same as multiplying by -1. So if a 90-degree turn is multiplying by some number, then that number multiplied by itself gives -1. In other words, its square is -1. That 90-degree turn is exactly the I we just named. It sits off the number line 90 degrees straight up. Horizontal for the real numbers, vertical for the direction of I. This plane is the complex plane. Multiply by I twice. 90 plus 90 is a 180-degree turn. So I squared is exactly -1. At last, the identity of the square root of -1. Every time you multiply by I, you rotate another 90 degrees. Start at 1, then I, then -1, then -I, and back to 1. 4 multiplications, 1 full circle, right back home. The imaginary unit is not a mysterious symbol. It is a rotation in the plane. A number that squares to a negative, just step off the line and turn 90 degrees in the plane. The imaginary unit I is a rotation, a slice of math every day here at Think Math.